Friends, how are you doing? Let's do a short little video here. Do you guys like these shorter videos on this second channel here? I don't know. Some people like short videos, some people like long videos. People get mad at me that like you need to talk for an hour. I'm like, an hour? Good Lord. So let's go right into two stocks here. One particularly that I've been talking about, kind of get through this short, sweet little what's going on today with it, Sofi, and then I want to talk about Open Door here. This is a stock that I haven't talked about. I don't think I've talked about publicly yet, Outdoor Technologies, but obviously everyone knows about this stock at this point. What's going on? I mean, this has been a huge stock. They're calling it a meme stock. They're calling it the new revolutionary company, all this kind of stuff. So with that, let's talk about Sofi real fast and then go into Open Door Technologies. So, obviously Sofi is just killing it right now. I don't want to talk about it too long because I've been talking about Sofi. This is nothing new. I've been here yapping my gums about Sofi. So what a crazy recovery today in Sofi. Sofi yesterday sold off a little bit. Today pushed right back up into great prices. I am in full belief that Sofi, if tomorrow, and obviously I think everyone is saying and believing the same thing right now, and I think Sofi is in this, it's a little bit of a rat trap, where it's like it's about to get the cheese and get out safe, or it's about to get snapped. But are we going to get rate cuts? That is the main thing, right? What's going on right now with Sofi. Tomorrow we could find out if we are having rate cuts. Maybe we'll just get a notion, yay, nay, what's going on, or just like, we don't know. Tomorrow we'll see, or today we'll see. As you're listening to this, maybe you know by now, and if we're not getting rate cuts, I am in a corner crying somewhere because I want rate cuts, because I think something big could happen here with the stock market more, and I think, I'm an investor. I'm greedy. Of course, I want them. But two, with that, rate cuts, I think this could be a moment in time for Sofi to finally have this chance to leapfrog into some bigger numbers here and pushing into, hey, still, there's 2 more quarterlies left this year with Sofi, and more than likely they're going to do what they've been doing. They're going to continue to be great quarterlies. They're not like, oh my God, Palantir quarterlies, but nonetheless, they're still rising quarterlies, pushing closer and closer into this $1 billion range, and just getting Sofi and just making this beautiful road of revenue that we're seeing here, and it's increasing. The revenue, the bank accounts that are opening up with Sofi, and Sofi just pushing their technology, loan programs, all this kind of stuff. Now dipping in more into crypto. What's going on there? So we're seeing a lot of amazing things happen with Sofi, and I still believe that Sofi is going to continue to shock the mass. And people that are going against Sofi right now, I really don't know why. I think that you have to look at Sofi in this new realm right now with the younger generation of investors, but also just younger, generation of banking, with kids banking. Sofi knows that, and they're pushing into it 100%. Sofi is in this very real situation where, much kind of like what I'm going to talk about with like Open Door Technologies, people do not want to go to places anymore. It's like you can just literally sit at home and buy a car now, buy a house, sight unseen. People do not want to go to banks. They just don't want to do it. And banks, obviously, this is nothing new. They've been pushing more into this. Like, if you want to open a loan, stocks, things you want to do that you usually have to go to a bank and do. Sofi has radically made that easier, especially pushing into the younger generation of ads, their commercials, where they're their sponsorships, all that kind of stuff. Pushing more into where they're going to, a younger generation is going to find them and be more attracted to them. So the business model of Sofi has 100% captured the bread and butter of the new generation, and that's why you're seeing, such a rise in subscriber count with people opening bank accounts, if you want to say that. And revenue is increasing dramatically. People just plowing money into accounts, getting credit cards, loans, all these kind of things. Sofi is allowing a lot of people to just do this on their phone, for God's sakes. And it's working. It's working 100%. So, I think that Sofi undoubtedly is going to continue to push into more revenue. Later, somewhere in the future, we could be talking about dividend attachment to the stock. obviously it's going to really get into a nicer market cap for that to happen. But two, it's going to become a vicious, predator for other banks to have to deal with out here. I really do believe that. And I think Robinhood is a lot in that similar conversation too. But staying on the subject of Robinhood here, of SoFi here, I just, I wouldn't turn my back on it right now. It's just there's too much gold to be mined here with SoFi, as of right now. So yeah, I really don't know what to say about it other than what I haven't said and what I'm continuing to say is that I just think that all the evidence that we can see, SoFi is headed for steeper avenues of revenue and price increase on the stock share price. So friends, just if you're not in SoFi, at least watch it for God's sakes, because it's going to be such a great learning lesson for how stocks rise in the market, for how revenue meets investor enthusiasm, and how we see market cap rise with the stock and all this. It's such a great learning experience what SoFi is going through right now. I mean, you could not ask for a better just a lifespan over the past few years with a company right now. So let's talk about open door technologies. So obviously, there are many avenues to talk about this stock. I have been watching it. I haven't talked about it publicly because, the thing, I am not a big YouTube channel, especially the main account. It's not a huge channel, but it's big enough to where, if I talk about something publicly, and even if I say like, hey, I'm not buying this, you shouldn't buy it, people will buy it, and then when things go bad, they just come back and light me up, and I'm like, well, I didn't tell you to buy it. Anyway, so talking about this is not me telling you to buy this stock. This is something that I am just saying I'm looking at. I'm watching. I think it's a very interesting situation because it's hard to escape right now because it's a very popular stock. What's going on here? So obviously, very much in this realm of, like what this company's doing, there's a lot of that's going to happen regardless with the housing market. But two, the CEO has just left here. And that is a situation that a lot of people were happy about. Now, there is a large group of people on this side of the beach with a line down the sand, and another group of people on this side of the sand this group's going, this is going to be a revolutionary company. The stock is going to insane prices. And why are you not buying this? Okay, for the comments there, I get that 100%. I'm looking at that. I see what you're saying. And then there's another group over here going, this is a meme stock. This is doing nothing. This is a waste of time, waste of money. You are kidding me. What are you talking about? Okay, I can get these people too. Listen, this is a new situation. It's a little bit of a messy situation for different reasons. Obviously, the company is getting new CEO getting one here. The stock, I almost talked about this stock like last month when it was still $1, but I was like, I don't want to because people will buy it. I didn't know what was going to happen exactly. I figured the stock would at least go to like $2.50 and it would be a swing trade if anything. But the stock undoubtedly has had huge growth. Look what the stock's done here. This is crazy. Just this month alone, back just the beginning of August here, the stock was at $1.90, and now, it touched, almost $4 here just a moment ago, still holding this 360 zone. So this is quite amazing, and the company obviously is very up and down with quarterlies, up and down, not terrible, but still, I don't think that this is a bad situation. I think it's a little bit of a messy situation because there's a lot of negativity around the stock right now. And that sucks because it's being tossed around as a meme stock. And if you know me, I don't think there's anything wrong with meme stocks if you do them right. And a lot of stocks that may start off as meme stocks, they'll make you a lot of money, and it doesn't mean it's a bad company or a bad stock. I've seen a lot of company stocks that start off as these feeding frenzies of memes, whatever, but turned out to be very well. There's an argument, if you were there around 2 years ago with Palantir, a lot of stuff, similar things, when companies start to get attention, when they start to get somewhere, when they start to just make some headway with news, the zeitgeist in the market, they're always going to get bashed by a large portion. It's usually how you find opportunities in the market is when you're looking at companies that are getting bashed, when there's like a big portion of people going like, don't put your money in this, it's crap, blah blah blah. That's when I go, well, what are they talking about? What is the crap thing they're talking about? Because the first sensor that goes off in my head, I go, oh, if it's a meme stock, I'm going to look at it because if anything, I'll make a swing trade out of it and I'll make a ton of money from it because maybe I can get here early enough. Maybe I'm just at the second phase. Now, the question here with outdoor technologies, or open door technology. If I've been calling it outdoor technology, open door technology, excuse me, I don't know why I'm saying outdoor. Open door technologies here. I can hear the comments now. Here we go. Open door technologies. You know, I look at this and I go like, is this just the first phase of the push? Can we see 2, 3, 4 phases of this push up here? Now, obviously, when this company gets better news, as in, hey, we have a new CEO. This is that person. They are from this part of the sector. This more than likely could drive up the stock more if it can hold and maintain this at least $3 range. I don't think $4, $4.50 is crazy at this point. Now, do what you want with that, obviously. Do what you want with that. This is not me telling you to buy it. I'm just saying like, hey, if I was willing to make a bet for a swing trade, short trade, you know, I don't think there's harm in saying that that's probably going to happen. Now, the lifespan of this company, it's definitely something I'm going to watch. Listen, what are we all looking for in the market? No matter if you got $5, $5 million, what is everyone looking at in the market? They're looking for opportunities. They're looking for opportunities that have not been pushed by Wall Street. Every investor, and this is the huge conversation with Palantir right now. How much more meat is left on the bone with Palantir? I've already spoken my piece about Palantir. I think there's a lot more meat left on the bone. But when we look at open door technologies, I don't even know that we've had a lot of big bites taken out of what's going on over here. So I still think it's a very interesting situation. But I do think, regardless as of right now, yeah, it's going to be a rocky path with it right now. There's no solid foundation with the stock right now. It's a very up and down situation. It's not me being mean or even being bearish. I'm not. I'm just saying the reality of it, it's going to be rocky. It's going to be rocky, but that's okay. There's a time and a place to make positions in stocks. So I think if you're swing trading this, you're probably going to do pretty well here. Long term, you're going to be biting your lips and be like, oh my God, this is going to be kind of a big bear situation here. And obviously completely different stocks, completely different price points, completely different everything. Okay. But I'm saying just the tidal waves of emotion here with this. So, if you guys want me to keep talking about open door technologies, oh my God, yeah, I'm about to get ripped apart in the comment. You guys are ripping me apart. I know you are. Open door. I will keep talking about it. I'm going to keep watching it regardless, just because I think it's an interesting situation. But yeah, friends, I want to wish all of you the best of luck. I really do mean that. Let me know if you are investing in open door. I really am interested in how many people are actually pushing this stock in it or believe in it. Yeah, it's interesting. Friends, take care. Bye, everyone.